I got coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Focus. I don't make vlog videos. That's not what I'm aiming for, but they're kind of funnish to do. I see why people kind of do them. I just want to talk about selling your games or selling your collection, because I've had to sell 3 major parts of my collection before in my life, and oh man, is that hard to do. And we do them for different reasons. The first, I guess I'll explain some parts of selling parts of my collection and like how I feel about it now and things like that. The first, because I know most of the people that watch, mostly, especially when it comes to Sega Saturn, obviously some of us are big collectors and we have big collections and things like that. Okay, let me start off by saying the first collection or first real video game that I've sold was a Neo Geo MVS cabinet. I actually had 2 of them. I got a really good price on them when I originally bought them. Long story short, I didn't have a job for a while, and life got in the way of certain things, and I couldn't really find a job for a bit, and I needed to pay certain things, so I had to sell it. With well, before I sold one because I was like, well, I don't really need 2, you know, and I just needed 1, so I sold 1. And then crunch time came, and I was like, well, I don't want to let go of anything else, you know. I love everything else. Neo Geo is still one of my favorites, but it wasn't on the... there was a lot of things going on, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sell anything else, so right now let me just get rid of this. I'll rebuy the few games that I had. I had like Metal Slug 3, Metal Slug 2, Windjammers, Samurai Showdown 4, things like that. And so I was like, okay, I'll just sell the whole cabinet and I'll sell the games and I'll have a little bit of money to pay what I need to pay. So I did that, and then something else came up and I needed to pay, and something else came up. So the biggest way to make a quick buck was to sell my Super Nintendo collection, and now this was the hardest part because I could sell any other part of my collection, but I needed to make some pretty fast money. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just sell my Super Nintendo collection, which I undervalued it in the sense of I kind of just wanted to sell it and sell it now. So I put it at $1,500. I mean, I had some good games in there. I had Wild Guns, I had Axlay, Sparkster, things like that. And I was like, okay, well, so I sold it, and then long story short, I bought just about all the games back for it. So the feeling, I guess the feeling that I'm getting at here is just that feeling of regret when you do it, because I regretted it afterwards. I was like, man, I should have just waited. And it's hard to say that now, but I couldn't have waited, but I don't know, man. Sometimes life just gets in the way, and sometimes you just gotta make some money real fast, and you gotta pay something, or you just need money to move forward in a certain direction. And that's comes up with my next issue that I had. I didn't have my own computer, and I needed my own computer for school and for working on videos for fun and things like that. And I was like, man, I got all these games just sitting here, and they're kind of just over time, you know, they've accumulated to a lot of money. So I was like, especially the Sega Saturns, and I was like, okay, I was like, well, I just need to sell at least half of my collection on the Sega Saturn to buy a $2,000 worth computer, which is what I did. I wanted a decent computer. I didn't want some like crappy $500, $600 computer. So long story short, I had to sell half of my Sega Saturn collection. This was like, I don't know, almost like a year ago now, I think. Long story short is, man, it sucks. And I know maybe some of you have had to sell 1 or 2 or 3 portions of your collection. You can always buy them back, because like that's kind of what I've done now for the Sega Saturn and Super Nintendo. It sucks, but at any given moment you never know when you gotta let it go, you know. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. It's okay to let things go. Like, you have to, if life pushes you into a corner and you have no choice, I mean, you just gotta let them go. I mean, think about it this way. Video games, as lame as it sounds, video games have helped you progress so far. They can teach you so many things and help you in so many ways. And at the same time, the last thing they can help you in is in a money financial issue. And they've done that for me a lot, and they mean a lot to me, as lame as that might sound, but man, they really came through. So it sucks for some of you. I guess in this video, it's just some of you that are struggling and need a financial boost in some way or some sorts. It's okay. It's okay to do that. Don't feel like you're being betrayed or you're betraying them, or don't feel ashamed of that, because there's no shame in that, man. Just sell it. Make the money that you need to make to pay whatever it is. And if you need a new car, hey man, sell those 10 games, right? Those 10, 20 games, 30 games, you'll make easy $1,000. There's no shame in that. And that's another thing when I wanted to do some of the giveaways, is these games, they're just sitting on my shelf. They're just collecting dust. They're just withering away. And eventually everything in time goes away, so why would I let them just sit there? That's just the way I look at it, because obviously you can make that argument with anything. Everything over time just withers away. That's true. So what I'm getting at is just enjoy it while you have it, and don't think I guess you guys, some of you wouldn't think of the future of them. Excuse me. But I don't know. The way I see it is, if they're just sitting there just withering away, I'd rather just give it to someone that is actually gonna play them and really like them. And this, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them. That's my life, man. That's what I grew up with, and that's what I love. But I guess what I'm saying is, for me personally, I'm the type of person that likes to play something and enjoy it, and then I don't like to get bored. So I love fast action games. I also love RPGs. Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite game. The scripture in it, the action, the music, everything's perfect in the game. It's a very slowish kind of, no it's not. It's a very fun, fast, action-packed, countering, blocking game. It's awesome, I love it. Anyways, I'm a very fast, action-y type person, but I do love Earthbound, actually I'm not really a fan of Chrono Trigger. I was gonna say Chrono Trigger, but I'm not really actually a fan of that game. Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 8, you know, I do like good slow RPGs, but I prefer more faster type game. Anyways, I guess what I'm getting at, what I was getting at with that is, if I'm not gonna play a game for a while, or if I don't really want to play a game, I don't see the point in me really having it. And if someone else can find joy in that game as much as I find joy in the lighting's kind of bad because it's like sunset right now, and I got like the light on over here, so it's like two sides. It's kind of cool. But if I don't find joy in the game anymore, I'm not gonna let it sit there and rot. I'm just not. So I'd rather just give it away to someone, and that's what I wanted to do with the giveaway, and just give them to people. I think I'm gonna have to do a P.O. box though, because you know, I'm not saying anything against anyone on these as far as you guys go or anyone goes, but it's just for my safety. But yeah, so I guess overall the point of the video is, if you're stuck in a corner and you need to sell your collection for whatever reason that you need to sell your collection, hey man, there ain't no shame in that. If you need to progress in life and get to your destination, video games have helped you this far, and I'm telling you, they will help you get to your destination. They'll be there for you, man, I promise. That's a car going by, that makes a lot of noise. So don't be afraid to let them go, you know, everything goes in time. So just cherish the memories that you had with them and move forward from that, you know? I mean, if you don't have to, hey, by all means, keep them and love them and enjoy them. But me personally, if I can find someone else that enjoys them as much as I did, then I'm more than happy with that. So yeah, if you're new, just like the video. If you're new, subscribe too, I guess. I don't really make too many vlog videos. These are like a few and far between. I just want to make a video about selling your collection, and it's totally fun to do that. Alright guys, over and out. Peace.